in the lives. Think about that. The work that God gave me in this season is that when I break the cycle this time, when I renew my vows this time, I'm not going to stop until I get the return blessing. Watch what you say. Why do you do that? So watch what the text says. The text says that when Paul and Silas, when Zechariah was going into Jerusalem, God began to speak the word. Watch it. You know He's going to follow you. Go. Every word that God spoke had a purpose. From every word that God spoke into the beginning up to now has to have a purpose. If you don't believe me, go to Genesis. I got another time. Go to Genesis. The 32nd chapter. Matter of fact, go to the 37th chapter of Genesis. It's the first book of the Bible. First beginning of the Bible. First beginning of the Bible. And every word that God spoke, I'm sorry, the 27th chapter, I'm sorry. Genesis. And every time God gave a word, He gave a promise. And every time He gave them a promise, their promise became a blessing. Every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God became a promise to the people. This first blessing that that Jacob gave Isaac wasn't his first. But I came to tell you that God has given us an opportunity to stand before Him and get what we deserve. Watch. Go to Genesis, the 32nd chapter. I want you to see what God is about to do in this season. Watch. Text. Watch this. I'm talking about word connected to a promise. Promise connected to a blessing. A word turned into a promise. Throughout this whole Bible, a word became a promise. And every word that came upon us became a blessing. So when God began to speak a word to his men and women of God, it became a promise from God to his people. Watch. When God told Noah, he gave him a word and said, in 40 days, it's going to rain. And when it's going to flood, 40 days, when it floods, after the flood, I will promise. That what the sound of a rainbow means. He promised no more flood. But in the evil last days, we're going to see flood. We're going to see everything else because we have that same mentality that we had before. Hear me again. Zechariah in the Old Testament had to know that this return word was not just from the heart of God, but from the mouth of God. I came to tell you tonight that whatever he speaks into your heart, I want you to sow that seed right now. Go to the phones and sow the seed on the behalf of your seed. Second seed that I want you to sow is on the behalf of your dead promise. You didn't get that? Let me say that one more time. Sow on the behalf of your dead promise. Every seed that you sow right where you are. Every seed. Every seed. So he went. He told the man of God, this is the season where God is renewing his word. Now watch. Returning back the word. Watch. Every word that the enemy has taken out of your mouth, God is returning back. Every promise that the enemy has stolen, he's giving it back. When you sow this seed, when you get ready to sow the seed, I want you to sow the first seed on the behalf of every dried up word. I want you to sow the second seed on the behalf of every dead promise. And I want you to sow the seed on the behalf of your renewing and your resurrection. Bless. Look at somebody. Hold the line. Grab your name by their hands all over this building. This worldwide ministry, TBN, is not broadcasting just for your pledge. It's connected to your promise. It is connected to your breakthrough. And everywhere we go, we walking into a place. He ain't here. This is your season. You going in there with your nana? Yeah. Playing with the train. For every seed. See the end? Listen. Those three seeds. Lay down. Let's call off. Call to hear. The renewal of our mind. The renewal word. The renewal promise. And the renewal blessing. Right where you are. YouTube. Email me. Partner up. Let's get back to getting the word out. This word, this promise, your blessing. God cannot deliver you out of a pit unless God has given you a word. And in that word, there's always a promise. And in that promise, there's always a blessing. And with that said, God bless you. God keep you. And it's time for you to release into your new season. Walk into a holy place. Walk into a new direction. What can separate you from the love of God? Nothing. It's more jewelry. Nothing is more precious than the blood that saves. Romans 10 and 9 says, if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God is with you from the day you are saved. My brothers and sisters, you don't understand the most important thing in our life are when we open up our mouth and we just rejoice and believe on one thing. God can restore the years. God can restore your life. And God can resurrect your marriage. He can resurrect your harvest, your breakthrough, your miracle. And you just suffer. Into a place. I know you've been isolated. I know you've been hurt. I know you've been mistreated. But right where you are, God wants you to know that I have not forgotten you. I have not forgiven you. I have not given up